Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a sad video, for me at least. I've been really into my eyeshadow palettes and talking about them because I think that those are one of my favorite things to buy when it comes to collecting makeup. So today I'm going to be talking about the two most disappointing makeup palettes that I've ever purchased before. So if you want to see what they are, then just keep on watching. So the palette that comes in second place, as in this one isn't as disappointing as the first one, is the nude eyeshadow palette called the Nude Tude palette from The Balm. I was so excited to purchase this when I first got it. As you could see, it is barely used because I did use it once or twice. I think I gave it a fair shot. I'm pretty sure I, gave it some tries. These shadows are so pigmented, but they are, maybe it's just me, sorry. When people try eyeshadow palettes or any kind of makeup at all, things are just not for everyone. I mean, things apply differently to everyone. They apply differently to different skin types. Oily skin, dry skin, it doesn't matter. Everything comes out different if you have different kind of skin. So, I don't know, for me, this was just so, it was like the dark ones were extremely pigmented, but so streaky. Like they would not blend nicely together at all. And then the lighter half of the palette, I feel like the pigmentation was just zero. Like it took me like so much to like setting spray on my brush and like to get the pigmentation out of the palette, and it was just like one side was too much work, and then the other side, if it was like if you touched it, forget it. Like I don't know if you could see the color black called Serious. I cleaned this today, but it was literally like seeping out. Like the powder was coming out all over the palette, and it was just not, it was a mess. It's just always a mess, and it's just like they don't blend right. It's all falling on your cheek. Even if you use it sparingly, it's just like constantly just powder, and I'm just not into it. I don't know why. I really wanted to be into it, and it's really hard to not like a palette, and especially one that's this expensive. I'm not sure how much this was, but it was definitely within the $30 to $40 range. And when you buy a palette that you don't like, or when you buy a palette and then you try it and you don't like it, it's extremely hard to go back to that brand and buy something else. I know that everybody raves about the highlighters from this brand and a couple other of the face palettes from this brand, but the Nude Tude palette was just not for me, and it was super disappointing because the colors in here really do look really nice, and I want to love it so bad, but I just can't. I can't love it. I just can't. Okay, now we're going to talk about one that might make me cry because I wanted to love this so bad. I do love it. I'm never going to throw it out because I love it so much, but I had such high expectations for this palette. I saw everybody using this palette and it just coming out great, but like I said just now, everything comes out differently on everybody else. So that palette is the BH Cosmetics Galaxy Chic palette. Now, don't kill me because I know everybody loves this palette, and I do too. I Love it. Colors are bomb. But there is no pigmentation in any of these. Not a single one has pigmentation. And they look like they do. But it's like, I swipe it once and I swatch it, and then it goes right away. Like, I swiped once, put it on my arm and just did it, and look how streaky that came out. And it's just not there. It's really not there. I've tried to use so much setting powder to get the pigmentation out. I've just tried different kinds of brushes to get it out. I've used my finger, and it's just kind of streaky too. And I was just so disappointed because there's 18 colors in here. And don't get me wrong, this is a better deal than the Balm makeup palette, because this palette was not as expensive. I'm pretty sure I got this for about like 20 bucks, maybe even cheaper, maybe even like 15. But I don't know, I feel like just with the packaging and the colors and the names and everything, it was just supposed to come out much better. I think maybe next week I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial with this, just to show you what I'm talking about. It is going to take me a lot to get that out, but I'm going to make it work. I always try to make this work. I just wish it wasn't so hard to get the pigmentation out of there, because this palette could have been so much more than it is. Maybe I just got like a dookie one or something. I hope so. Maybe I'll repurchase it just to see if I got a bad one. Who knows? That's also a possibility. Brands make dookie products on accident all the time, and they get shipped, and people get bad ones, and you know, it's nobody's fault. It happens. So maybe I might just buy another one. But these names: Sun, Saturn, Venus, Mercury, Mars, Meteor, Comet, Electra, Moon, Pluto, Neptune, Cosmic, Milky Way, Aphrodite, and Prometheus. Like, it's just such a cute idea for a palette, and the colors are so colorful and so shimmery and shiny, but when you touch them, they're not so pigmented, and they're kind of streaky. And they don't, that's another thing, they don't last that long. Like, once I get, you know, somewhat of the color payoff that I want, I notice that it fades during the day, and I don't want that either. I don't want it to fade. But yeah, this guy was a real disappointment. But this is what she looks like from the outside. I showed you guys what she looks like on the inside. But I am going to take my own advice and repurchase it. Definitely. This video was sad. I hate talking bad about products, but there are products that are better than others, and there are products that are worse than others. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys that information. I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't think I have anything else to say, except I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.